Okay, we are live. Let me remove this. What is up, stream? I think this is my fourth live stream now. The topic for today, let's get real quick right into it because I need to get some work done. And let me slightly tone this down. Okay, so today's stream is all about working on Footsie again. This street soccer futsal collective / brand that basically a couple of my friends have in California, and I really love the concept of the brand. And I'm working on a website for them. This is the whole premise of those past few live streams, and I'm coming back on this live stream with a few ideas in mind and a more clear path on how we can work on this website. So I'm very happy about that for sure. And without further ado, I'm gonna share my ideas with you because I had a nice call with my great friend at Footsie, and we're browsing a couple of websites, and we stumbled upon two very nice sources of inspo. The first one is Studio's Secret Football Club. I heard a weird noise. Anyways, so in this website, what I like about it is that the first possibly 6-7 sections. How many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 sections where the only thing that you see is imagery, cool branding, shots related to the actual brand, some cool hype imagery of like Messi holding 2 wrestling belts. So my idea was that since Footsie has a lot of visual content that I can utilize, this guy's showing off his belly, that's funny. I think that we can definitely dedicate 3, 4, maybe even 5 sections where the only thing that we do is adding some sort of a stop motion video, or maybe we can experiment with Unicorn Studio as well for some couple unique effects, like the one that I added on the current hero of the website redesign. And besides that, which I think is a great idea, then we can dedicate probably 1 or 2 sections where we can talk about a couple of things that the guys at Footsie want to add, which is the pickup games and a small about of who they are. So in this website, they really just add everything in one section after everything else, which is basically just media. And then you have a very simple navigation bar where you can go to all the rest of the pages. I'm not sure how the community page looks because okay, it's basically the same mentality. Okay, that's actually very useful. So I think following this logic of expressing what the brand is and does through lots of imagery and video is more beneficial than introducing more complex UI and all that. So what's going on now? Studio, maybe? Awesome. So this is idea number 1. So the goal is to grab a couple of imagery that I got from a file that the Footsie people got me. I can see if I can animate a few of those pictures, maybe with AI, just to see if we can get maybe cool stop motion effects through that, some AI video generation. And we can start populating the sections basically. And then we need to create a plan where we gather all of the info that we have about pickup and the about page into two or one sections below this slideshow. And then one of the websites that we liked a lot was Wayside.studio. Shout out to them. First of all, the colorway is very unique and it really screams soccer. You have green, you have this kind of dirt-like dark olive. And we're thinking about going a tone deeper and having this as a primary palette. Besides that, I really love the layout of the website for sure. I'm not sure about the serif font, so I'm not really wondering about it. I don't really care. But what I like about this website is, oh, actually, I'm not at the actually I'm not at the correct website. The thing that we liked about this website is mostly the colors. I think I'm tripping out. There was another website that had some very, I think it was Cultura FC. It had some very clean outline layouts that I like. Yeah. So in this website, I think I've showcased it before. What my guy at Futsi liked also was those sections. First of all, this framing is awesome. Maybe we can figure our own unique framing for cards that we can utilize. But besides that, this is a very nice section where if I expand this a bit, it appears as a 3-column card where we can basically replicate this and add our pickup games context. Then we can add the pricing section for the Clubhouse and the Street League, probably. No, the Clubhouse membership pricing cards. And then we can probably either have something dedicated to Street League here as a CTA. I can see that. But I love combining those slideshow-like sections with a strict series of sections right below where we present the pricing, the pickup games, and we have a couple of cards where you can dive deeper into the website, see more about the Clubhouse and the Street League. And maybe the about page can be in this landing page so that we don't waste pages. And then we can stick to a cool footer, maybe something close to what we have right now. So this is the task. And I said I have one viewer on YouTube and one viewer on Twitch. So what's up, people? I hope you're having fun. So this is the task basically. And I think, where should I start actually? I really have no plan. So I think, so I have this build open. Let me type out actually a few stuff. So here are a few notes that I had yesterday. So let me see. First of all, we need to establish a new color system and basically adopt Wayside Studios, color palette, but probably a tone deeper. This is task number 1. We need to figure this out. And then the idea is to have Secret Football's unique sections that are pure imagery, graphics, video of Futsi's culture. And then the other side that we like is Cultura FC and Cultura FC's layout architecture for the rest of the Futsi's website context. For example, the about, the pickup games, and then unique emphasis on Street League and the Clubhouse. We have a couple of photos that we can work with. I think I have a couple of videos. So I can go ahead, find the best approach to grab a few colors here. And this means basically that I'm also going to That's this dual color system, basically. So I'm thinking that, trying to think, maybe I can utilize Bud, that app, which is one of my favorite tools these days, and I can probably find the folder that I was working here for Footsie. Maybe I can go to Footsie redesign, probably. And let's open up a new chat. Awesome. So our goal is to grab the actual color system from here and tone it down, add more dark hues to it. So I'm using an extension that grabs a couple of important info on websites. One of them is the color palette. So in this case, they use solid black and solid white, which it's not that I don't like, but I feel like we can become even more unique. So I think a good start is to actually keep this open. Come here and try to think what kind of prompt I can give. Something like, actually having a lot of thoughts right now. Maybe a good idea would be to also copy this locally and maybe keep a backup, because I'm gonna do a huge huge update visually. So let's just make sure that I have a version of this. Awesome. Let's make a file. Can call it Footsie master file for now. And let's copy this project, and we can start without having any worries in the in a fresh folder. So now I can open up Orchids again. Excellent. Now I can prompt Bud something like So this whole time I wasn't having any audio, which is very annoying. So what I was saying is that I was basically giving bot here a prompt. So I'm saying I need to make a big change in the theme for the Futsi website. I will be sending you a couple of color schemes and an actual website. And then your goal is to create a new Tailwind CSS appropriate theme for me. This was basically the prompt that I was speaking out loud. But I think I was completely muted. I'm not really sure. Okay, now it can be heard, which is cool. But yeah, I was just giving this prompt. So I'm waiting for the results. And I hope my microphone is more cooperative with me in the next few hours. So yep, this is the update. So let's see. Theme number 1 is pitch dark. Wayside's olive brown. And we pushed it darker. And then we have the cold paper white with a solid green gray cast. Okay, and I'm wondering if okay. I'm wondering if I can have a way better output. Yeah, I don't feel like this is very sufficient, so you can say something like, please generate an appropriate format for both of those themes so that my LLM can have full context and the full theme. And this can give us the ability to properly read this without errors. And then you can provide me with the markdown document where you can add a quick prompt I can use so that the process can work smoothly. Oh, maybe my text-to-speech application messed up with my microphone before, but now it picks up, so we're good. So let's see what the results are. Nice. So we have an output here. We have the theme tokens in JSON, the Markdown, and then we have the LLM prompt in Markdown as well. So my goal now is to just simply download those download this one, download the other markdown, and let's download the JSON as well. And I'm going back to Orchids, and I'm pretty sure I need to open up the actual file and drop the JSON. So let's do that real quick. Let's go here. Amazing. And let's grab the name of it, read this one, and then read the two other markdown documents that we can attach. And I can probably just grab this, and instead of doing that, I can do this, use the attach user prompt as my prompt, and read the JSON as well. This maybe is more accurate. So let's go here and find the JSON and hit enter. Nice. So while this works, what I was working yesterday was trying to find some cool textures that I can include the Foodsie logo on, and I landed on those two that I like a lot. I can probably use the iridescent one just because it's visually more striking and it's more colorful. It works well in our case. So I will definitely be using this one. I think it's high quality enough, so I won't be having any issues. The only thing that needs to be done is to remove the background and save it as a PNG in order to swap it with the current SVG logo. I know that using PNGs on logos, especially on websites, is not the best practice, but since it's more stylized, I'm not sure how well any other format would work for now. So I'm sticking to the basics. This is it's pretty well done. Since the website is still a demo, I won't waste much time cleaning those because we might not eventually use this logo. So I'm just gonna do some light work here on the edges just to make it appear a bit more sharp without those weird pixelations. And whoops, that was not great. Dude, come on. Let's delete this part. Is there any other area where those get connected? I don't see any. From afar, the lines look very clean, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time since this is a demo. So let's go ahead and actually export this. Foodsie stylized logo. And I also want to optimize it. I'm using a tool called Squash. It's a pretty old one, but it does the job. It optimizes images for website use. And it's pretty cool. Foodsie stylized logo. And let's compress it as a browser PNG so that we can keep the transparency. And as you can see, it's still, oh, you cannot see at all. As you can see, the megabytes here are still pretty high. So the goal is to try our best to go to something that's below 1 megabyte, basically. So I just downsized it and reduced the palette slightly. And as you can see, nothing changed in quality. So that's why I like this tool a lot. So it's called Squash. Let's hit download now and let's replace it with the original. And let's go back to Orchids. What's the scope of work here? Migrate to a new design system. And yeah, migrate to new system. Rebuild all pages from scratch using the new Tailwind based design system. I thought that we were using Tailwind here as well. That's kind of weird. So this is a static HTML structure? Since when? I thought we were building this in Tailwind. Okay, I think going for a full rebuild is probably the best option here. And let's see how this goes. So now that I have this optimized and we basically have a clean logo swap, another thing that I'm gonna change is the menu typography style, because it takes away from the actual logo. And we can maybe work on mimicking the logo, the Futsi logo, in the tagline that we want to add, which is play to inspire. So this is probably something that we can do instead of adding this font mark to random like text, because it takes away from the logo a lot. So what's driving the full rebuild? A new design direction. Yeah, a new design direction, I guess. Do you have a new design system that's ready to implement? Yeah. Am I doing this incorrectly? Yeah, this is the system. The JSON file. Let's see how that works. And while this works, I can probably start thinking about, let's say, 3 sections for now that we can add those cool stop motion, maybe kind of imagery and pictures that depict Futsi culture. And then we can probably use a cool looking ball, like soccer ball, that spins and rotates as our menu. We have a shuriken star, I think. So this can be a nice addition. One of the things and images that I really like is this one with this guy. I feel like this motion is very, very nice. So this is one of our candidates real quick, actually. So I will download this still. Then I think we can start, since we do have, how many black and white pictures we have? Maybe we can do something that's black and white, then colorful. We can start with something colorful and black and white, then colorful again. I don't know. Because those black and white ones were very, very nice, very unique. I'm trying to think. Maybe we can go to the black and white route for a section, because these ones are great looking. They're like more street culture like. They're probably from a campaign. They look fun. So maybe we can capture. So let's download the ones that they are running. Is cool. I wish I had those in a 16:9 ratio. Maybe I can try expanding them. Maybe that can also be a thing we can do. Try expanding them. So maybe this one is cool. It's a nice shot. And it's easy to expand probably on the sides. And now I can capture a few other shots that are like mid-action for this series. Some coffee. Maybe this black and white section, if it ever exists, can be more aggressive and street-like. And then the colorful one on the hero can be the overall real showcase of Futsi. And then in the third one we just go crazy probably. That's a nice approach for now. Keeps my mind sane. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's see, are there any other cool mid-action moments that we can capture? I'm trying to be thorough and check out all of the images as much as possible. Maybe a mid-air ball catching, some shit like that. That would be nice. Let me see. Oh, this is cool. This is definitely cool. One second. Okay, so maybe this is a good shot. Have I saved it? I have no idea. I did. Okay. Let's see, what else can we add? Come on, give me a nice shot in the air, dude. Why is nobody going crazy in the air? Everybody sticks to the ground here. I wonder how good AI is at bringing those to life. I'm very curious to check, actually. Maybe a good 5 to 6 frames will be a good start for animating a few of those. This is a nice shot, mid-air. If any of those static images can generate 3-6 seconds that are worthy, I can definitely combine them all into a timeline very simply and do some magic with it. Oh, this is also a nice shot. I wonder how it can get captured. I don't like the camera guide, to be honest. Maybe I can use it. I'm trying to think. How many do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for lucky 7. And we can always change those. Let's just see if it works first. So let's find 2 more. Let's go. So can find Footsie theme tokens in the project. That's weird. That is weird, my friend. Am I using the wrong project? Let me see. So we are Footsie redesign. And we have, yeah, it's not there for sure, so I was in the wrong place. What the fuck? Where did I put that? Okay, I have no idea. Okay, let me grab this again and download this. No idea where it went actually. Can I drop this right away? I cannot. My god. So we are on Orchids, on Footsie redesign. Okay. I just added the file in the directory now. That was odd, so my bad. I actually never placed the file in the correct folder. So I need to find 2 more pictures now. Let me see. Oh, this is crazy. Great picture. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 1 more that we can add. Oh, this is actually fun. I wonder how well AI can pick this one up. It's also 12 on both, that's fun. So let's grab these ones. I first need to optimize them also because I see that the majority of them are over 1 megabyte. Let's go back on Orchids quickly. The new design system is beautiful Tailwind CSS, but this project currently uses plain CSS. Yeah, you need to add Tailwind. I'm sorry. Add the latest and most stable version of Tailwind CSS as of today. So let's really quickly optimize all of those scenes and static images. We can go with JPEG in this case because we don't care about transparency. And real quick, you can see that it gets to under 1 megabyte fast enough. We can slowly, slightly reduce the quality, but this is great. It doesn't really lose any quality. Footsie scene number 1. Let's try a few more. I have to expand this one, so let's keep it last. Let's go in this one. Takes a while to load, so it's probably a big one. Nice. Wow, it's 10 megabytes, dude. We can definitely resize this one. Let's go for 33. Okay, nothing changes that much. That's great. Let's slightly reduce the quality a bit. Go under 1 megabytes. So let's say Footsie scene number 2. And let's continue optimizing. Let's go with this one. Let's resize this one as well. Footsie scene number 3. Okay. I'm guessing that it needs resizing immediately, so I was correct. Number 4 is here. Go to number 5. Resize. Nice. Number 5. Scene 05. Number 6. Let me go real quickly on Figma. They do have a nice feature that lets you expand images, so we'll take advantage of this and see how well I can expand this specific one. So what we basically need is a 16:9 ratio. So for now I'm just gonna expand it quite a bit just to make sure, and then I can refine it afterwards. I think it's gonna do a good job, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah. I'm wondering if, yeah, maybe AI can see this as an exit and exit way to something, so maybe this can work. Unless I actually create a 16:9 frame here. And let's see how I can maybe crop this a bit, bring the two characters closer to the frame. Yeah, this is good. And let's name this Fuji scene number 7. I'm actually not very sure about what kind of prompting I should do for the animation part of those screens. So let me open up Flow, Google Flow, and create a new project so that, oh, I have a project here that's empty. Okay, let's start with this cool looking image and see what I can type out to make this animated. Does everything use credits? I was hoping for some free stuff here. Anyways, I hope I have API credits and stuff here. I'm not sure. What can we say? Animate this mid-air moment from this soccer scene using a stop motion effect. I don't even know. I'm not sure how to prompt for Google Flow. Maybe I can use BUD to figure this out. For some reason it failed. Is it because I don't have credits? Let's see, let's try again. No, it does work now. Okay. Let's see how this works, and if it sucks, I'll just take some time to figure out a couple of prompts with BUD that we can utilize. So far so good. We are almost in 1 hour. Probably do a break whenever we hit an hour, and we can continue with updating the sections. So based on ORCIDs, we do have an update on the theme. So let me run a fresh preview. npm run build and then npm run dev. And let's open up the localhost 3002. And I'm not really noticing any changes, to be completely honest. Yeah, nothing at all. That's oh, I think I need to use bun. Wait. Bun run build and bun run dev. Is that gonna make a difference? I don't think anything changed, right? Or am I completely wrong? I don't know. I don't think anything changed. Make sure that the changes are completely updated on the front end as well, so that all of our elements have the theme properly applied and do not carry hard-coded values. I'm not sure if it's a rendering issue, a preview issue. So let's see what BUD says here. And let's see what AI did. Yeah, that's kind of shitty as fuck. Okay. I am kind of disappointed in that. And I'm quickly going to delete this somehow, because it sucks. I cannot delete this. I cannot delete the video. What the fuck? Okay, let's archive this. Let's hide this from the world. So my basic prompt didn't really work. So what I can do is drop these scenes here in Bud. And maybe I can, or actually, should I turn them all into black and white? Or I can do that afterwards with Unicorn Studio, actually. Maybe I can add a cool effect. I want to see if Bud can actually generate a video from those static images, maybe. That would be a good experiment. So let's try something like, these are static images from the actual Fuji gallery, and I was wondering how easy would it be to animate those static frames for like 3 seconds each, so that I can then create a very quick video that transitions back to back for like 3 seconds each scene to those animated scenes that I'm now adding as static ones. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm kind of tired today, and whatever I'm trying to convey is a bit odd. Let's see how well the video generation works for Bud now, because it's been a while since I last used the video generation aspect of it. So I'm wondering if you can just add static images that you have. How well does that work? Instead of just generating AI straight away. So that's actually interesting. So let's give it some time actually, and it would be a nice time to hit a quick break. I'll be right back also. Hey, Vibtune, what's up, bro? I just arrived to say hi and I will be back later to rewatch the stream. Much love to you, brother. I hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah, I hope sometime that I can catch you live, bro. Hang out in the chat. Let me know if you have any ideas, any questions. I would love to chit chat with you. Thank you so much again, bro. I have a few to-dos here that are complete. Remove away my ashtray. I think it's kind of distracting. Let's remove it from this side. Nice. I think it's more appropriate. Let's see if I can grab a preview of the newly updated theme of the website. So let's run a build and then run a dev. Go to localhost. Okay, I see the green. That's amazing. Let's open up a full preview. Oh yeah, I love the dark olive. I think this was a great hit actually. And let me see the light theme as well. Yeah, that's even better than before, dude. I'm actually a huge fan of how this turned out. So that's GG for now, for sure. For some reason, why is the font different now? We need to definitely get back to the previous main font. But now we have a nice base that we can start working with. And okay, that's actually great. So let's say something like, please revert back to using the previous primary font for our titles, headings, display fonts, etc. Besides that, the rest of the theme update looks great so far. And I'm pretty sure that the videos here also no, we do have 2 more left. So I don't want to mess with BUD while it generates videos. So let's give it a few more minutes, and we can see how this goes. Oh yeah, the previous font is called Viga. Viga, something like that. Okay, the previous font is back. Awesome, and I really wanna remove this also. Instead of having a custom SVG style button for the menu, just revert back and use our primary font to type out menu in uppercase, and use this as a substitute to the current SVG element that we use here, so that we can also swap the menu, so that we can make Futsi the dominant logo again. And since we're in this topic, I can also select this and drop the stylized logo. So swap the SVG Futsi logo for the Futsi stylized logo PNG image that I added, and basically make this the new head, the new navigation bar for logo element. But in any other instance that you see the old flat SVG logo of Futsi and the icon logo, just please keep them as they are. But for the navbar, I want the PNG style Futsi logo that I attached, because I kind of like having the SVG also. I don't want to lose it, so maybe that's a better approach. And we have 1 video left. I'm pretty curious to see how well the results are. I'm hoping it's not slop. So let's give it a few more minutes, and we can see the results. So let's check out a few of those videos and see how well they look. Why are you messing up with the shot, bro? Yeah, I don't think I like it at all. Yeah, I don't like it. At least this one. Let's see if the other ones are better. No, dude. No, dude. That's fucked up. These are not great at all. Man. How can I perfect those? I'm wondering. Yeah, these are not great at all. Or maybe it's too ambitious. Bro, why not trying to experiment with a similar font used in the European Champions League logo for the Street League? Do you mean using the typography for Europa League? Europa League? Or how is it called these days? No, Europa League. I mean, the issue with those brands is that they usually use licensed fonts, but oh yeah, I mean this font is very sick. It would definitely suit Street League, so that's a great idea. Let me see if it's an actually licensable one or an open source one maybe, because if it's not, I mean, I'm not sure how aggressive are. I can definitely download it, but let's see. Europa Nuova, it's a pretty nice name. Europa Nuova font. So does it exist as an Adobe font? I don't think it's the same one, right? Yeah. There's definitely some bootleg versions of it, but they don't really look like the real thing. Yeah, Europa title doesn't really pop up anywhere. Maybe Europa League fonts? Europa League font. Custom type for UEFA Europa League. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's an open source one, but I feel like we can definitely use this as a reference to work on a unique logo. So that's a great idea. I'm gonna just capture this static image. We can run some tests with AI tools to generate some cool logos. So thank you for the recommendation, bro. Once appreciated. Awesome. So I think I was too ambitious with the logo. Not with the logo, with the video generations. So instead of having bots generate them, I'm wondering if I can drop this, for example, and how can I guide this? Instead of focusing on bots animating all of the static images, I provided you with one of them once again, and I want you to analyze this photo. It's basically a person captured mid-air while they're about to hit a ball. So in your animation, you need to capture this effect, and then basically just the player getting back to their feet and balancing themselves and probably running towards where they threw the ball. So try to focus on a 3-second clip that actually makes sense animation wise and continues this nice mid-air capture of this static shot. I'm really not sure about the capabilities of it, so let's see if that works. UEFA Champions League. Okay, let's see. UEFA Champions League. They probably share similar branding, right? Yeah, it's definitely the same exact pages. Is that a different font? Let's check out. List all fonts. Oh, that's Manrope. Are you serious? Oh no, that's Champions Ball. So these guys definitely have custom fonts, custom typography made for them. So I wouldn't bother copying it because it would be a no-no. But to be honest with you, I kind of like the Europa League font more. It's more aggressive, more like royal-like. Even though this is called the Champions League, I don't know, it kind of looks more... It's not heavy, you know? But it's an overall great recommendation, dude. If you have any other... Bro, I meant the one used in Champions League? Yeah, I got you. If you have any other cool ideas, or if you have any cool references, especially with sports related brands, just drop them in the chat. I would love to see more. Okay, the font, the logo got changed perfectly here. I love it. The menu here got changed also. That's good. And we are in a great spot now. Let me verify the changes. Done. The navbar logo is an image. Okay, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is how well it looks in the dark mode. Okay, it looks pretty cool. I'm wondering if I can now introduce a blending mode to the logo, just so that we can grab even more visual inspo, visual like interaction from it. Instead of having the PNG logo to a default blending mode, try using difference just to see how well it will blend with all of the other elements in the page. And then we can basically start redesigning the whole layout after that, but it would be nice to capture a few videos first. Google flagged something in that prompt. Okay, I have no idea why. It's literally a guy shooting a soccer ball, so that's weird. So let's give it a few seconds to see how well the animation can work. The blending mode difference has been added, so let's see how that looks. Yeah, I don't see any additions. Maybe I need to hard refresh this to take effect. Yeah, I don't see any changes. I don't see any changes on the blending mode. I don't know why this is an issue. I've had it yesterday also. I mean, in the previous stream. Well, it was so moody and rainy today in Athens, but now, for some reason, at like almost 8 p.m., it's like 7:15, the sun decided to finally rise and bless us. So I'm not bad, but it's kind of late, you know. Let me also focus on this tab to not fuck up the video. Let's see what we have here. That's slightly better than before, but why is that so weird afterwards? Fuck, I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of this. Maybe I can ask for a prompt, provide me with an efficient prompt so that I can try animating this static image with other tools as well. Maybe Google Flow with a better prompt can be more beneficial. We're here to find out. How can I animate this? Animate, awesome. Now let's see if we can have a nice prompt here. The player completes his kick, right leg swings. Okay, let's see. So let's see if the result is decent. Nah, that's crazy, dude. What the fuck? No, bro, that's stupid. Okay, so Flow definitely does a way worse job than Bud in this case. I'm wondering if I have the Grok Imagine subscription or if I terminated it. I wanted to check out if Grok Imagine would give me a better result. Let's drop this static image again. Create. Let's see what happens. So what am I doing here? Okay, that's too much. Do I have the premium subscription for this one? Can I go to Imagine, just do that? Okay. Will it let me do anything? Let's grab the image again. And go to video, 6 seconds. Oh, nice. It does let me. So I probably still have this subscription on. Okay, let's try Grok Imagine, our third contestant here today. The video generation via an already existing image. Doesn't really go well. It's probably because of the setting. I'm kind of asking a bit too much, but I don't feel like I have any other way to provide this with more animation and bring it to life. So let's see what Grok Imagine does in this case. So I'm not sure what the fuck is happening here, but definitely can this be changed to a difference blending mode? So this one is actually way better than the rest. Maybe here he grabs the ball and shoots it, but it kind of feels like he didn't really capture the ball well. So I'm wondering if I now can use the prompt from Bud and place it here to see what the effect would be, and if that can give me a better result. Actually, I'm so perplexed as to why this simple task doesn't work, changing the blending mode. But I hope it gets resolved, or else there's probably something fundamentally wrong with how the navbar is working right now. I'm very perplexed by that, for sure. We're officially an hour and 26 minutes in. It's great. Yeah, it definitely doesn't work well. So what the... Yeah, that's kinda not what I wanted, actually. Let's just continue the frozen moment naturally and see what this can bring to the table. So far I've been unlucky with the generations that I'm getting through video, but we're here to prevail. So let's say something like, please audit the current structure of the navigation bar and let me know if we have any serious structural issues, because for some reason this PNG image cannot just adopt a simple blending mode. So investigate if the navbar is actually structurally sound, or if we have refactoring issues that we can tackle. So audit that, and please make the PNG image have a blending mode. Actually, this is way better than anything we've done so far. Maybe I can continue this prompt and say something like, continue this frozen moment naturally. The player kicks the ball straight into a goal. How do you call that? A goal? A goal? Straight into the net. Maybe the net of a goal. How do you call the how do you call the metallic framing in English? Holy shit, I have no idea. Of the goal post? I have no clue how you call this. Yeah, epic moments here. I hope that makes sense. How do you call that in English? Is it like goal? Just called goal? Fuck, I have no idea. Maybe I can be more specific with this. It still did a better job than before, but make it a bit more specific and also add that the first frame is the player actually kicking the ball, because for some reason it kind of slows down or makes the shot look pathetic, even though it looks like the guy is literally catching the ball in the perfect area on his boot. So it kind of pisses me off. I want to see a cool ass kick, you know? So I'm trying my best to replicate that. I think I want to get some more coffee actually, even though it's late. I got into the mood after an hour and a half of streaming, so maybe that's a good indicator to get some coffee. Let's see if this is actually resolved. So what's now in place? Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe I can actually run this again. So let's do a run build, run dev. Go to the 302 again. Yeah, the blending mode is not really changing at all. I'm wondering what like affects it that much, bro. It's kind of weird. Let's go to code actually and see if I can find where is everything, dude? Side assets? There's no way. What am I looking at? What? Index, pickup, street league. Should I maybe build this everything is built in pure HTML now. I don't feel like anything is componentized in a proper way, right? Yeah, I don't feel like... Can you examine the current website build that we have? Because we literally just updated this to Tailwind CSS, and let me know how well componentized and refactored each section and element component of the website is, because I'm noticing that we pretty much started with a very basic CSS and HTML website build, and I'm not sure if now we can continue with this simple structure. So let me know what are the best next steps we can do here. I feel like everything is HTML structured, so I'm not sure how well this can go for. So maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure. Let's see the video. Yeah, this is actually the best one so far. I'm gonna keep this one. This is a winner here. Finally a winner. Finally a winner. I hope I have a few more credits with Grok to generate those ones. So I'm gonna quickly type it with the same name. And since we now, I believe that Grok worked the best so far, let's stick to Grok actually, and go for the next scene that we can refine here. I don't want to do that. Can I go to Imagine again? Nice. And I want a video. So let's see this image. Maybe we can say that the player is about to perform a dribble, or maybe he controls the ball and then performs a dribble. Yeah, probably that. So the previous prompt was like, yeah, probably you call it post. When you score, you put the ball back to the back of the net. Yeah, I think a goal post is accurate. Dude, thanks for the input. So let's say continue the natural movement of this static image. The player controls the ball and then performs a dribble. Performs a dribble. I don't know what else. Let's see how that will perform. Thanks for sticking around, Vibe Team, by the way. I highly appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, buddy. And thanks for the input again. I really enjoyed it. Let's go. I hope you're working, or I'm not sure what you do. Are you working right now? What's your status? That's not good at all, bro. Holy shit. Okay, let's go back to BUD for some prompts, because this is pretty ridiculous. So let's go back here and provide me with a few prompts that I can use in order to animate this static image as well. So here we have a few problems. You have two parallel token systems and they are completely disconnected. Same values, different names. Structural issues by severity, dual token system. I'm sorry. Okay, recommended path forward. Yeah, we do have 8 static HTML pages. It doesn't need React or a bundler. The architecture is appropriate, but CSS strategy needs a decision. Tailwind first, I think, will be the best bet here. I'm learning new stuff from you. Dude, that's amazing. I was about to watch a football game, but I will stick a bit here. Oh, dude, enjoy the game for sure. Who's playing right now? And again, I highly appreciate it, bro. So I think we can go to the Tailwind first. The JS HTML architecture is actually solid. It doesn't need touching. The problem is entirely in CSS, and the fastest way is to reconcile the two token systems. Yes, please apply all the appropriate steps towards a clean, robust, and single theme. I suggest we go Tailwind and completely rewrite and migrate our HTML to use Tailwind properly. And also audit the current file structure and refine it, clean up anything that we don't use currently, any old relics of the past, and structure all files perfectly in order to have proper file architecture, basically. Let me see if Bot gave us some cool prompts here. So I'm gonna paste the same image again. So what the prompt is about: continue this moment naturally. The player in the gray graphic tee has his right knee raised high. He's one stride away from striking the ball, sitting still on the concrete in front of him. Okay. I think we can stick to that because everything else is kind of too much yapping and usually messes up the video. So let's keep the first sentences. Napoli versus Como Serie A game. Nice. That's actually a nice game. Who do you support? I feel like you're a Napoli guy. I don't know why. Just guessing out of my ass. So are you living in Italy? What's the deal? Much love to Italy. I like this one. I can probably capture the first few frames where there's action and makes sense. So I say this one is a winner for now, for our demo. So let's save this for sure. And I'm not gonna waste time now. I'm gonna go back straight to Fuji to Bud and basically say the same thing as before. These static images as well. This static image actually. And I'm gonna go make coffee and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Coffee's ready. No, I am a Juventus fan from Algeria. Why this game is interesting? Because I want Como to lose, so can Juventus qualify to the Champions League football next year? Oh shit. Okay, dude. I actually love Juventus, especially like old school Juventus, like the, I don't know, Nedved era and all this shit. And the jerseys are so sick. Juventus is killing it when it comes to like aesthetics, so best of luck to Juventus, bro. Lots of love. That's sick. So what is Como like in Serie A? I didn't know that. I felt like it was a way like smaller team. That's interesting. So let's test out the new prompt for our new image. See how well it performs. So you are on scene number 3. So continue the movement naturally. Player number 26 in black graphic tee and white shorts is in a controlled low stance. The ball sitting just in front of his right foot on the sun-bleached concrete court. Wow. He's about to make his next touch. Holy shit, bro. You've gone too far with this one. I guess I can take the smaller one, the shorter ones. And accelerates into a dribble across the concrete court, scans ahead. Yeah, I feel like this is a better one. So I'll go with this one for now. And Orchids basically rewrites the theme tokens and it's gonna adjust the HTML. And we're gonna migrate all the HTML pages, update the scripts. So we have to give it a couple of minutes. So let's see how this generation is gonna look like. Fuck, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Maybe I could just stick to the continue this movement naturally. Player mid action while playing street soccer. Sometimes intricate prompts work, sometimes they don't. It's kind of a weird thing with video animations. Shout out to the one person watching on Twitch as well for pretty much the whole time. I'm not sure if it's you, VibeTune, watching twice. If it's you, shout out to you. If it's not, shout out again. Shout out to the person that watches. Which video do you prefer to keep? Bro, none of them. Actually, none of them at all. Why is this girl suddenly attacking the guy? That's such a funny video, bro. Dude, that's such a funny video. Are you kidding me? The girl just runs for the ball. Wow, this was the funniest AI generation so far. Wow, I'm keeping this one. This is hilarious, dude. Yeah, it didn't really help. What can I say? Fuck. Player touches the ball, then proceeds to kick the ball into a goal post. And let's go back to video. Maybe this can be more helpful. I'm hoping that I have more credits in Grok Imagine. Oh, cool. 2 people watching on YouTube now. What's up, people? Let's go. We're working on a website, rebranding, generating some media. We're doing a lot of things at the same time. So bear with me. And if you have any questions to the 3 people watching, go ahead and type it out. Don't be afraid. I guess it's lagged probably. I don't even know. Let me hit refresh real quick. What the fuck? Is it working? Yeah, it didn't work. Jeez, bro. Continue the movement naturally. Player controls the ball and then proceeds to advance forward and shoot the ball straight into a goal post. Let's go. Please don't bug the fuck out on me. Let's go. Let's keep it steady, bro. So where are we here? Now I have a complete picture of all the 3,000 lines. What the fuck? I feel like mid building this website, I forgot that it was still a simple HTML CSS website, and now how consolidated can it be? It's still over 1,000 lines now. Okay, I think I have to check this once it's done and see if this is actually the correct way to go about it. So, fuck, I don't know, maybe I can grab parts of that, but it gets so, the quality of it gets so, like, weird. Maybe, I don't know how to explain it better, bro. The player controls the ball and then just advances one step and shoots the ball perfectly into a goalpost. Do not alter the quality of the scene. Supposedly 720p, and it looks like the people are made of clay. I don't know how to explain it better, but they look super AI. I'm not sure if it gets captured perfectly on my screen. That's what I'm seeing. Wow, Coffee Hit's so nice, dude. We're almost 2 hours in. That's nice, that's nice. We're doing a lot at the same time, and we are progressing for sure. But video is such a motherfucker, dude. So he controls the ball, does a little weird shit. Yeah, I don't like this still. I wonder what happens if I just let it do it by itself for once. Let's see if that helps. I have to drink some water actually. It's been a while. I have to stay hydrated, boys. Nice. So for this video, I think I can solely focus on the feet movement with the ball as a close-up. And I think that can save us a lot of headaches and it can look less sloppy. So I will actually save this one. Footsie Scene 03. And let's continue with the rest of them. This one, I think that I want to try with the auto animate feature, because I feel like it's gonna give a nice result given how the image looks. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Fuck, dude. I think we can type something like player controls the ball with their shoulder, and then ball lands on the concrete floor and player proceeds to shoot the ball perfectly. Maybe kick the ball perfectly. I'm really wondering what the fuck is going on here. Probably not doing this correctly. And the app also struggles to load. But I don't want to interrupt it since things are being typed out. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes to see what's up. Como got promoted from Serie B to Serie A last season, and this season they're in the 5th place. They are a very, very good team, playing Barca style of football, coached by Fabregas. Oh shit! So I'm guessing a lot of passing game, a lot of ball control. Am I right? That's actually a nice fact. I had no idea. Dude, this was almost a good generation, but I don't know, maybe I can just stick to that. Controls the ball and then proceeds to kick the ball perfectly. Let's see. See you later, bro. Good luck. Good luck, brother. I hope your team wins. I mean, I hope Como wins so that Juventus can be promoted. And best of luck. Enjoy the game, brother. See you soon. Thanks for hanging. Bye. That's actually a funny one, to be honest. Maybe I can keep this one. Maybe like a split second of this move. Like here, and then boom. Maybe I can keep this. Boom, boom. Yeah, let's say that I'm liking this actually. So let's say Futsi Scene 04. Let's go to the next one. We're very, very close. Very, very close. So scene number 5. Okay. Let's try this one by ourselves. So the first frame of this animation is the player perfectly kicking the ball. Then they proceed to quickly run towards the direction that they kick the ball towards. And see if that works. We are right at 2 hours, so I'm just gonna have a little break and I'll be right back. And I'm hoping that Orchids is also gonna have a few more outputs to showcase because it's still lagging a bit, but I have faith, having faith. So BRB. So let's check out the animation. Yeah, it feels like in this clip the guy fails to shoot the ball, but maybe we can just skip this, use it as a close-up again. Yeah, I think this will work. It's probably almost 3 seconds. I'm wondering if I can just use the first sentence, if that can produce a better shot. So let's try this out. Oh wow, this is way worse. The player kicks the ball with full force and then basically slowly jogs towards the direction of the ball. The ball is only captured in the first few frames and then just launches far away. Let's see if this can be more effective. Bro, how the fuck is this a perfect shot? Are you fucking with me? Holy shit. I guess I can auto-generate this. I got it. So maybe while this happens, I can also... Can I visit the website or it's fucked up? It's really fucked up, right? So I want to establish the layout that I was talking about. So let me grab the website and download the local version of it to expand this on Figma. I'm using a tool called HTML to Design, which I highly recommend. And I can also grab this website real quick so that I can grab the outline, the layout basically. So let me do that real quick. And I can open up my Figma and basically drop them here in a clean area. And the moment I drop the H2D format inside this plugin, it will generate Figma ready layout of the websites, which will basically help me to introduce a simple frame, wireframe for the AI to understand what I want the changes to look like. So we're creating a semi wireframe here. so that the AI can have a better understanding of what I want to achieve. So let's wait for the other website to also get added here. For some reason it takes a while. I'm not sure why. Let's see how the new video looks like in the meantime. Yeah, I will never understand why this doesn't happen. The player kicks the ball, bro. Person kicks the ball with full force. Perfect kick. Come on, man. Help me out. Nice, we have the second website. And now what I can basically do is grab 3 stills from our images here, actually. 1, 2, and let's say 3. And I'm gonna make all of them 16 by 9, basically. This is not 16 by 9. I'm wondering if I can expand this a bit. I probably can expand this. Amazing. Let's slightly expand this one, and this one is ready. So now what I have to actually do is change this first of all to play to inspire. So that gives us a way more space. And we can also change that to this. And probably we can also make it slightly bigger. Instead of 20, we can go to 24. And I can remove this from the group that it's inside. Same with that. You can also trim the capping. I cannot do that here. Okay, anyways. So now we have a way clearer view of what we want to achieve. And I will also make it 1080 for our case. Let me remove the minimum and go to 1080. And I will also go to the 16 by 9 just to capture it properly. And let's also remove the main solid fill just to see if I can get rid of those. And I will also remove the noise because I'm working with I want to work on a wireframe, so I don't care about having a lot of media. And I'm guessing there's a lot of bullshit here captured, so I have to probably clean up the website still, I'm guessing. So where is this emotes, dude? This weird noise texture. I'm trying to find this. Background, mask. No, those are the vectors. Where are you? Container? No. Margins? No. Where is this, bro? Oh, is this? Okay. Amazing. Amazing. So let's turn this back to black. And now our goal is to basically just introduce those images now to mimic the video input that we want to have. So I will just copy this 3 more times just to also indicate that I want this to stay while I scroll. And in this way we can also introduce the idea that I had in another stream, to basically introduce a static layout where we can have a lot of functionalities that can work as a soccer stadium top view layout, and we can add info about the clubhouse on the bottom left. So basically clubhouse here, clubhouse. That's actually good because I want to remember it myself. So let's add the Veiga font, and this is info about the clubhouse. This is where the Footsie logo lives. Footsie logo. This is where menu should be. And maybe, I don't know, this can be an icon or whatever. So this also promotes this idea being applied now. And let's say that this next section has this other static, this other video reel that will be playing. And maybe we can also introduce a blending mode to these ones to also be always visible and dominant in the eye. And maybe difference is not the correct one, but none of the other ones seem to work well. Let's see if we change those. Ah, okay. I'm not mad at this aesthetic, to be honest. And now I'm wondering if I can also align these properly, because it looks kind of chaotic right now. Oh, it's here. Nice, we can probably do that. And is this on the blending mode now? No. Let's say that it's on a difference blending mode as well. And this is also on the difference blending mode. Nice. And we can introduce them to those scenes as well. And now I'm wondering if I can introduce the idea of this overlay that I have with the soccer stadium. Before I do that, let me go to this site actually. And for example, grab this section first. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of these for now, because I'm working on a wireframe. So let me drop this and basically invert the colors with some plugin from Figma. And my idea here is to not really copy this, but basically maybe I can add some sort of a note or some shit where I can basically say that we can use this type of layout in order to showcase the pickup games. And I do have the info about the pickup games, and there are 3 cards that we need to add here basically. So this is one part of the things we need to do. Let's keep it here like that. And another section that we definitely need to add is this one, which is basically the pricing for us in order to join the clubhouse. So similar section, similar layout for our section for clubhouse pricing tiers. And the rest of the sections can have this aesthetic, but we can I have something in mind now. Similar layout for our sections, our about section, and I mean, the about section doesn't really need that. I'm trying to think how I can properly explain this. About section combined with past events or something else. Let me think. What else do we have that we can utilize here? Still fucking slugging a lot right now. Maybe I need to close this. It says that it's not responding, but I guess I need to close this. That's a bit unfortunate, actually. I hope I didn't lose all of my progress. Let's see. Please continue working on the CSS and examine if your work was cut in the middle. Also, let me know if we can introduce a more componentized and refactor way of presenting the CSS, because we have over 3,000 lines of code right now. So the rest of the sections that we need to include on the homepage is the pickup game and the about. So for the about, it's not really loading at the moment, but let's go to the actual website that's now live.io. So what we need to add is past events, or maybe not, I'm guessing. We can stick to the crew one, and then we can just add the CTA to the clubhouse. So maybe we can oh, you know what, since the guys at Fuji wanted to also add the Allure section, which is a collective that does DJ sets and much more, and they are getting hosted by Fuji, maybe we can dedicate the section to that. Let's remove this layout for now, and let's add this same one, and we can be more same approach to layout, but appropriate for the About Us section. And we can copy this mentality and also add or actually let's we have the pickup games and the About Us. The pickup games is here, so we only need the CTA again to join Clubhouse, so maybe we can only focus on that. So let's just grab, I guess, this section just for a filler, and say same approach to layout, but appropriate for a CTA section or Clubhouse. And then we have footer again, and then we have footer section. So these areas are basically 3 sections where the background fill is animated, either probably video only, and the navbar alongside an outline frame, as well as the hero section, follows the scrolling for those 3 first sections. Then only navbar follows. And now we need to basically create a top-down soccer field SVG. But first, let's see if this animation made any change. That's actually better than before. I want to try one more time with this, because I feel like we're close, but the shot can be way better looking. I feel like our previous work got cut off here because it's talking about the navigation bar now. Yeah, I don't want you to swap the navigation bar logo, brother. I don't know why it didn't register well. I mean, I did close it abruptly, so I have an idea as to why it doesn't work well. Let's also add GPT 4.5. Can I add more models? Actually, models. I cannot. Okay. So let's stick to that. Let's go to auto again. Now it's lagging again. That's unfortunate. I'm wondering if I should switch to Claude Code probably for now, so that I can continue for a little bit. Maybe I can do that and actually open up Claude right now. I think I abruptly closed Orchids and I caused a mess. So I can actually start a new prompt here and summon a swarm of agents, audit the current structure of my website, and let me know if we can refactor the CSS in a way that it's not 3000 lines of code in a single file. Also, let me know if the CSS values are correct or if the code is cut in the middle, because I was working with another AI, but the process lagged and I had to close it. So this is an even worse animation than before. Or maybe I can capture this, boom. Or I can go back and specify that the player shoots or he kicks the ball. Perfect kick. I don't know how to explain it better, dude. I feel like if I go further and more intricate, it's gonna look like AI slopped even more. We're approaching 2.5 hours of live stream. That's really cool. So let's leave Claude Explore a bit. See what we can fix so that we can properly continue with our vision now. I think I maybe need to lift my desk up because my neck is killing me now. Maybe that's a good tactic to do. One of the best things that I've bought is my standing desk besides my coffee machine. Anything else, and of course my MacBook, I can live without, especially my phone. Just take my phone away, dude. That would be awesome. So this had potential, but fucked it up. I will make an auto generation for once more. Vibe tune if you're watching this on the VOD. I hope Como is winning right now, buddy. Best of luck. So how should we handle CSS imports? I don't know, add link tags in each HTML file, more controlled by manual maintenance. I feel like following this approach complicates things. I'm wondering if I can close this for now. What are the current core problems that we are facing? Because I believe that this structure causes headaches. Is following next Tailwind CSS theming appropriate with this build, or we need to also update how we structure our website as of right now? Yeah, still not very satisfied with this. So let's say player kicks the soccer ball. I wasn't expecting this specific image to mess with me that much. I'm actually impressed. So let's see. The recommended approach is incremental extraction, minimize risks, start with the theme, extract one component at a time. Okay. CSS split into 7 logical modules, no broken styles, file size reduced, easy to locate and modify. Okay, that's a better approach. Wow. So pissed off immediately. Kick the ball immediately, dude. Why are you afraid of kicking the ball, dude? Come on. Flag is the correct one, and users should be able to toggle themes and go with all phases. Dude, why is this not working that well? The first frame of the scene starts with the player ready to kick the ball. The next frame is him kicking the ball immediately. The shot is perfect and the ball immediately goes away from the frame in a straight shot. I don't know, what the fuck, man. It's literally very, very evident that the guy's gonna kick the ball. I'm wondering if opening those lights will help at all, but for some reason I look so red still. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should only keep these ones on. Yeah, I feel like it's working better. What is up, YouTube? We have 2 people joining. How's it going, guys? We've been live for 2.5 hours now. We've been working on some assets. refactoring our website now, and we are applying a new style basically. So welcome to the stream. I've been trying to animate this guy for the past 15 minutes probably. This is the best one so far, so I'm satisfied with this. I'm gonna keep it. It's kind of dramatic how far he's reaching his leg, but it's okay for now. Which is scene number 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, number 5. Finally, we're done with this. Let's go to the next one real quick, number 6. So what can we say here? So this is a shot where the guy is trying to dribble. So we can say something like the guy that controls the ball dribbles the guy in the green jersey and then just runs away with the ball. This is gonna be a headache for sure, but let me not jinx it. So for some reason this lagged, so I'm gonna refresh this and see if we can. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not great. Let's auto animate this to see if that's gonna be better. So I've created a factor in progress. Remove with the rest of the faces that remain. So we have successfully completed the critical phases of the CSS refactoring. And we have the V4 theming for Tailwind, the theme switcher, and we have the correct font applied. So let's continue with the rest of the phases here, and let's see what the generation is gonna look like for our video. And I will probably end the stream at around 3 hours. I will probably continue some work offline just to get some rest, and if I feel motivated I can open up the stream again to show you some progress. This looks kinda good, but I wanna try and not animate again. But yeah, we've done some good progress. I had a hiccup here with the build, so maybe I can troubleshoot this offline a bit and come back with a strong structure so that we can add the refined sections that we want. But yeah, let's see. So let's see. Oh, I actually like this one more. I think one more auto generation and we can score a goal here. No pun intended. So we're removing some duplicate styles here. Probably the refining of the base theme and the switching of it caused a couple of duplicates. So that's what I'm fixing with Claude Code right now. I'm actually not using Claude Code via Anthropic, so do not get afraid and scared with the Sonnet 4.5 that you see here. I'm actually using the Z.ai GLM coding plan, so this is a GLM model working right now. It's definitely far more affordable, and yeah, it's just expensive as fuck to use Claude and Anthropic, so I'm using it with GLM and the results are pretty good. Almost just like using the newest Claude model. Yeah, this is definitely a way worse generation, so for now I'm just gonna stick to this one actually, just to see how well the video could look like. So let's go to Futsi scene number 6. And let's create the last one also real quick, so that I can start working on the video. It's gonna be a very simple one. Maybe I can finish it in this live stream actually. So let's auto animate it for now once to see what's up. Yeah, this is probably the funniest run I've seen in my life. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe I can navigate this better. The two characters are caught in a scene that they are mid-running, so capture that. And they're trying to run away from somebody that's chasing after them. So invoke the feeling of people running fast and properly. So we're running some migration scripts now to fix the class names. That's actually better, way better. So I'm gonna stick to this one. Yeah, goes well with the music as well for some reason. So let's say Futsi scene 07. And I'm using Adobe Premiere Rush in order to edit videos fast. So maybe I can use this one to quickly make